So the second Mongol invasion of Japan. So after the first invasion, Kublai Khan decided to use diplomacy, and that ended just as well as you think it would. In 1275, he sent emissaries, and they were almost immediately executed. And then in 1279, he thought, let's try it again. So he sent them again, and same fate as before. During this time, after the first invasion, he was busy finishing up his conquest of the Song dynasty in southern China. While he was doing that, Japan has been expecting an invasion since they left the first time. For 7 years, they kept an army on standby. They also built massive walls around Hakata Bay, around 12 miles long and 9 feet high. The second force that the Mongols sent out was insane compared to what it was before. It was 100,000 to 150,000 soldiers and 4,400 ships that they sent out, while Japan only had around like 40,000 troops, I think. He had two forces, one in southern China and one in the south of Korea. The southern China one was his brand new army from the south. So the Korean force used the same tactic as before. On the 23rd, instead of waiting for help, they decided to go to Nagato and Hakata Bay. And by the 26th, the two forces were forced to be pushed back because they suffered too many losses. This was the Second Battle of Hakata Bay, or the Battle of Kowa, and due to the losses, they were forced to fall back to Iki Island, and the Japanese pretty much followed them back and continued harassing them with guerrilla tactics and attacking their boats. By July 16th, 10,000 Japanese led a full-out assault onto Iki Island, which forced them to fall back to Hirado Island. And finally, by the beginning of August, the Southern Army finally made it to Hirado Island. And with their reinforcements, they advanced onto Taka Island. They fought in the waters in the surrounding countryside, and it was a stalemate for like 2 weeks. On the 12th of August, the Japanese continued their guerrilla tactic, which forced the Mongols to basically chain their boats all together so they had some sort of defense platform against them. On the 14th or 15th of August of 1281, a typhoon came and hit the Mongols' fleet. And since they were all tied together, they ended up smashing into each other and destroying themselves, and then also getting smashed into the coast. And this is where the word kamikaze comes from, which is divine wind, since they prayed for something to happen and take the Mongols away from them. It killed half to 2/3 of the entire fleet, and thousands more were stranded, and they were all executed unless you were the Song Chinese, because they were allies to the Japanese before. And the Mongols never invaded Japan again, and it helped deter future attacks from neighboring countries because they saw how futile it was.